A Japanese Smash poll reveals who the most loved and most hated Smash characters are. Let's discuss this right now. Block content. What's happening, my blocked buddies, and welcome to a brand new episode of Blocked Content's Leak Speak. My name is Callum, and this is going to be your blocked content for today, and this is going to be a very fun, very special episode, so thank you guys so much for joining us today. We are going to be talking all about Super Smash Bros. Ultimate and this poll that has appeared that, talks about all these, opinions, about all these insane thoughts about Super Smash Bros. Ultimate's characters, and actually talks about the most loved and hated fighters. Of course, the roster of Smash Bros. Ultimate is so full of all these different characters, and a lot of these are actually the biggest gaming icons that you can imagine, like Mario and Link, but also big third-party characters like Cloud from Final Fantasy, Mega Man, Sonic is here. Well, it's been incredible to see this come to life, but like with everything, there are of course people that might not enjoy certain aspects of this, right? And that's where all those things come in, the popularity polls, talking about characters and finally having that character in the game that you've wanted to appear in Smash Bros. For the longest time, finally having that character in the game. But then, yes, of course it can happen, having characters in the game that might not be your favorite at all. So yes, I wanted to take the time and talk all about that because of course it makes a lot of sense for people to have very big opinions about characters like this. So that's what I love about the Smash Bros. Community. Everyone is very different within this community in terms of characters, in terms of who we love, in terms of characters that, we hate. I think there's a large part of the fan base. So if you want to send in all your questions to Blocked Content, you can do that through Question Blocked. You actually send an email to blockedcontentmail@gmail.com, and I can actually answer your question here live on the show. So leave a comment down below or send an email to that email address, and I'll talk to you, talk all about this. Of course, we also have a brand new beautiful Discord, and if you click the link in the description of this video, you actually will be transported to our new Blocked Content Discord universe, where a whole bunch of Smash fans are having fun together, talking about Nintendo games and connecting together, and that's what it's all about, right? Connecting. So let's talk all about this awesome Nintendo Smash Brothers, poll about loved and hated fighters. So this originally comes to us from Michael Gwilliam, who posts for Dixerto.com. Huge Japanese Smash Ultimate poll reveals players' most loved and hated fighters. So here we go. An enormous new poll out of Japan has revealed which Super Smash Bros. Ultimate fighters are the most popular, and it may be a telling sign on who gets included in the next game. The poll, which was conducted by the Netarabo survey team, received nearly 20,000 votes, and the results are quite telling. According to the poll, fans were surveyed between March 27 and April 10th, 2021, so that players had ample time to test out the latest DLC with Pyra and Mythra for themselves. Despite what could be considered recency bias, the Xenoblade duo dominated the poll with a whopping 1,318 votes. Could this suggest that the next Smash title will include more Xenoblade fighters? Well, of course, for Japan, that'll probably do quite well, right? Pyra and Mythra were among the most popular fighters in that poll. Surprisingly, Ganondorf was a distant second with 982 votes. Still, it's quite a shocker for the Zelda antagonist to be ranked so highly. This is probably a good indication that another Zelda fighter would be a welcome addition to the cast, and it absolutely is. If Ganondorf is this high on the list, well, then Nintendo's got to think, well, this franchise works, let's add some new characters from Zelda, right? Let's maybe do some Breath of the Wild 2 stuff. Now, not far behind the Demon King is Persona's Joker with 963 votes. In an interesting DLC trend, Byleth, Terry Bogard, Hero, and Sephiroth are all included in the top 10, indicating that those fighters were all strong additions to the roster. Speaking of Sephiroth, his nemesis Cloud is ranked 6th, and he has 554 votes. It's clear that the Final Fantasy duo was a very strong inclusion in the game. Yes, Sephiroth and Cloud each make the top 10. Not all of the DLC fighters received as many votes, though. Both the Western characters in the form of Steve and Banjo received just 124 and 167 votes, respectively. Yeah, that makes me very sad, Banjo being that low. So, while those two are far from last place, it does go to show that there's a significant disconnect between the fandoms when it comes to the East, and of course, when it comes to the West. That said, the two are still ranked higher than ARMS' Min Min, who only received 101 tallies. The fighter with the lowest votes, however, actually happens to be Diddy Kong with a mere 28. This is followed by Mii Sword Fighter with 43, Daisy at 48, Olimar with 49, and Peach with 52, and only 55 votes for Dr. Mario. Well, given the results of this poll, it will be interesting to see if it impacts the roster for the next Smash game or any potential DLC if we ever get a third Fighter's Pass. Well, this is a lot of information that I never thought would see the light of day this quickly. But it does completely make sense if you think about all these different characters coming together in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I mean, tier lists exist for a reason, but not just tier lists. These seem more like popularity contests, and they are merely based on like how popular the characters are, not necessarily how good they are in Smash Brothers, or maybe even based on their design as a character, but just generally as a popularity contest. Also, by the way, I love this blocked content fan art. Thank you guys in the Discord so much for sending me all this cool fan art for blocked content. It really warms my heart that you guys would be making this, sending it in, and I mean, just looking at it, you guys are doing such a great job. So thank you to everyone who posts fun stuff in our Discord. Click the link in the description if you want to become a part of that family too. Yeah, I really think that in terms of Smash Bros. Ultimate, there's so much to be said for this all being a big popularity contest in the first place. You know, trying to win a match is essentially just getting your character to be on top, which I think is also a very cool reason to, you know, see Smash Brothers as sort of this big crossover game, right? It's just everyone fighting it out for ultimate supremacy. I think that that idea is really cool. So I'm generally just really curious if you guys have any thoughts on your favorite characters and your least favorite characters. Now, I'm not asking you guys to make lists of all the characters in Smash and your favorites, but let me know, who is your favorite Super Smash Bros. Ultimate character? Do you have a favorite right now? And maybe even let me know who's your least favorite in the entire roster. Our comment, question, answer comes to us from Rareware64. Reveal trailer idea. As typical for a Smash Bros. Trailer, starts off with the usual slash logo. It's a CG trailer. Dr. Mario is seen going in his office and starts to defeat viruses, just as usual, you would expect. After he starts out to clear viruses, he goes on to the next set of viruses, only to realize that the viruses are not viruses that he saw earlier and instead are slimy creatures. He tries to defeat the little Puyos, but they never work as they're not viruses, but they're just slimy creatures. Dr. Mario gets really mad and frustrated because he thinks that he can't defeat these guys. However, hand is seen being placed on Dr. Mario's shoulders. The doctor looks back and sees an adorable looking girl with a yellow creature who's actually Arl Naje and Carbuncle trying to comfort the doctor. Dr. Mario feels better and lets Arl clear out the Puyos that went into the doctor's game. So then Arl gets excited and says it's not over yet, only for the splash screen to show up and says Arl pops in. We also get to see gameplay footage of her, including her moves and animations. At the end of the gameplay segment, the logo appears and says Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Cross Puyo Puyo. The sound effect accompanies Puyo Puyo logo. Appearing will be Puyo Pop Rec sound effect. After that, we get a CG segment of Dr. Mario learning how to use the Puyo and Arl learning how to use Dr. Mario's pills, which is meant to be a comical scene. Gets even sillier when Kirby shows up and meets Carbuncle, as it is a reference to Kirby's Avalanche. The music that will play in the trailer will be It's Been a Long Time Since We Passed Through Space-Time. Well, Rareware64, thank you so much for your incredible trailer idea. I think that there's ever a way to do this, it would be really cool to have Dr. Mario appear in one of these CG trailers. Of course, he never really appears in these CG trailers because, yeah, in some way, it's just Mario with a different outfit, but they just make him a different character because they did it in Melee to kind of pad out the roster. Now, in my head canon, Dr. Mario for real is a different character to Mario. I just like that idea, that he is just an alternate universe Mario where he's a doctor and he's just, you know, slower and more powerful, and it's just not Mario, you know, with another pick in the roster, right? I mean, why else would Mario and then have a builder costume and the wedding costume. So yeah, the idea of Dr. Mario getting his own segment in a trailer is awesome. So thank you guys so much for always supporting blocked content. It really means the world to me. If you also want to decide what kind of video I make next on this channel, go to patreon.com/blockedcontent. You can even ask for me to make these snake codec videos. A lot of people do that, and well, we're still working on them, and they will release very soon. So thank you guys so much. Subscribe to blocked content, click the like button, really helps out the channel, and I'll see you guys around the corner where there's always more blocked content. See ya.